Some things are built to last. Tested by the elements, proven by time, engineered for whatever comes next. Summertown Metals. Strength in every storm. Building dreams that last.
From the Tennessee Valley Weather Channel, this is your weather at noon.
Well, good Friday, everybody. Taylor Platt here in the Tennessee Valley Weather Center with a check on your forecasts. We're looking at a very nice day temperature-wise today, and it won't be too bad tomorrow, but of course all eyes are on the Arctic blast coming in on Sunday. I'll have the latest information on that, and then we'll actually be warming up quite nicely going into the middle and latter part of next week. So take a look at that with your 7-day forecast. We got a lot to get to. Let's get right into it. First off, let's go through some of our Arctic Air Skycam networks. I'm going to start off here in Lawrenceburg, and you see we got a lot of blue sky around, a lot of sunshine today. Temperature already in the middle 50s, 55 here in Lawrenceburg. Dew point at 36, so it still feels like a little dry out there. And that really will be the case all the way through the Sunday period. We really don't expect much of the way of big moisture return with this front coming on through. There could be a few isolated showers, but I think a lot of places are just going to be absolutely dry. Let's go down across state line, check in on Florence right now. It shows it's 51 degrees here on the campus of the University of North Alabama. Dew point at 37. Got a southwest wind at 11 miles per hour. It will be a little breezy at times today. We're not expecting big time wind gusts like 30 or 40 miles per hour, but you probably could see a couple wind gusts around maybe 15 or 20 miles per hour today. Final stop will be on top of Montesano Mountain. Live look at downtown Huntsville. Also got the Space Rocket Center way out there in the distance. 53 degrees in Huntsville right now. Dew point at 36. Got a southeast wind at 6 miles per hour. Let's take a look at the overall setup here with the radar satellite composite. We do have a front that's going to try to make its way on through that's going to be dry, so we're only going to be dealing with a little bit of cloud cover across the area. They do have a little bit of some snow activity that has been ongoing across parts of West Virginia, Virginia, and North Carolina. That is where that will remain. We're nice and dry here really until I think the middle part of next week. Again, we don't really expect much of the way of rainfall with this Arctic front coming on through. We're going into your Saturday. Temperatures right now already 60 down there in Moulton. It's getting close to 60 in Decatur, 59 right now, 58 at the Huntsville International Airport, 59 in Pulaski, 55 in Lewisburg, and also here in Lawrenceburg. I think a lot of places get to 60 degrees or at least flirt with it, going with an average high across the area today right around 58 degrees. Northern Alabama will likely see most of the 60s today. We're actually not too bad going into your Saturday. Once again, Northern Alabama might get close to 60 degrees on your Saturday, so enjoy that, because once we get into your Sunday, we are not getting out of the 20s most likely. Going to need to actually get that parka out instead of that light jacket, and then we're actually dropping all the way down to the lower teens, maybe even some single digits across southern Tennessee going into your Monday morning. But like I said, it's actually short-lived, which is very nice. We're all getting up all the way up into the lower 60s by the time we get into your Thursday time frame. So that's going to be a very nice sight to see. Rain chances over the next 7 days. Very low chance for that Arctic front coming through. Most places are dry. Our next best chance for rain will be coming in Wednesday and Thursday of next week. So this afternoon, just some passing clouds expected. Temperatures getting up into the upper 50s to around 60 degrees, maybe some 61 or 62 degree readings out there. 60 for a high in Huntsville, 61 in Decatur, 61 in the Shoals and Moulton, 55 in Hohenwald, 57 up there in Columbia. Evening forecast, if you have any evening plans, need that light jacket on hand. Temperatures will be dropping down into the lower 40s once we get into your 10 p.m. hour, then eventually down close to freezing. Some places will get to freezing. Other places will stay just above freezing for your Saturday morning. 33 for a low in Huntsville, 33 in Athens, 32 in Pulaski, 32 in Mount Pleasant, and 32 in Waynesboro. Let's go into your Saturday. One last warm day before the Arctic front moves on through. Lower to maybe middle 50s expected across southern Tennessee. It will be warmer across northern Alabama, though, going into your Saturday. So if you do need to go and have any Christmas shopping or just shopping in general, or have any outdoor activities for your Saturday across northern Alabama, it will still be on the milder side of things, but it might be a little chillier across southern Tennessee on your Saturday. Let's talk about your Sunday, though. This is off the European model. So basically, this is just raw model guidance we're looking at. This isn't like an exact forecast, but at least gives you the idea of what temperatures are going to be on your Sunday. So we're going to start things off at 6 a.m. Should be generally in the 20s for most areas. And then once we go throughout the morning hours, we actually cool down a little bit going into about 9 a.m. We're still situated in the 20s. And then once we get to noon and then 1, 2 o'clock, kind of the peak heating of the day for this time of year, still hanging on to the 20s for the most part. Maybe some lucky places getting right up to 30 degrees, but everybody will likely end up being below freezing all day on Sunday. So once we get into your afternoon hours, sun starts to go down, our temperatures will quickly drop by 6 p.m. We're already most likely in the teens here across southern Tennessee, and we're getting close to those lower 20s across northern Alabama. So it's going to be very cold going to Sunday morning services. It's going to be even colder going to any Sunday evening services if you are going and doing that. It's just going to be cold in general throughout the entirety of the day. Let's talk about the feels like temperatures. This is going to be factoring the winds. The winds are going to be quite breezy on Sunday. Could see gusts around 20, maybe 30 miles per hour at times. So that's going to make it feel so much colder. At 6 a.m., we are feeling like the single digits here across parts of southern Tennessee. That continues for a little bit going into your 9 a.m. hour. And then once we get past 9 a.m., we're going to start to see a little bit of some moderation with those feels like temperatures, but it's still quite cold. We're still holding on to the teens for feels like going into your lunchtime on Sunday. Then the sun goes down, the winds remain. The winds won't be as strong as they were during the day, but with their temperatures plummeting and the wind that we still have, our wind chills will start to plummet as well. So we expect single digits to return into the forecast going into your Sunday evening with those feels like temperatures dropping all the way down to 12 for an average high, or average low, I should say, across our area Monday morning. There will likely be some spots across southern Tennessee, specifically the colder spots, that honestly might flirt with around like 8 or 9 degrees for a low going into Monday morning. So take your cold weather precautions, bring in those pets, any sensitive plants that you have outside, and also make sure that you're dripping your faucets going into your Monday. The good news is it's not long lasting. We're only talking about maybe 36 hours of temperatures below freezing. And then once we get into Monday, we're above freezing, and then we're quickly back into the lower 60s by the time we get into Thursday. So a very quick turnaround from this very cold shot of air that's coming on in. That's your latest forecast here from the Tennessee Valley Weather Center. Fred Gossage will be in at 5 p.m. to have another check on your forecast. Until then, I hope everybody has a great Friday, a great weekend, and I'll see you guys back here at noon on Monday.
You're watching the Tennessee Valley Weather Channel.